GPT-5 just dropped, and OpenAI is making some bold claims. They're saying it's like having a PhD-level expert for any topic, that it can integrate with your actual calendar and emails, and that it's their best health advisor yet. But here's the thing. We're not just going to talk about these features, we're going to test them live. Right now, with real prompts and real scenarios. I've got GPT-5 loaded up, I've connected it to my actual Google Calendar and Gmail, and I'm about to put these 4 major new features through their paces. No marketing fluff, no cherry-picked examples. Just honest, hands-on testing to see if GPT-5 really delivers on the hype. Let's find out together. Welcome back to bitbiased.ai, where we test the tech so you know what's real. Today we're doing something special. Instead of just talking about GPT-5's new features, we're going to actually use them in front of you. Real prompts, real responses, real reactions. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what GPT-5 can and can't do for you in your daily life. Let's dive in. GPT-5's 4 game-changing features. We're testing today. Before we jump into the live tests, let me quickly break down the 4 major upgrades everyone's buzzing about. Feature number 1, expert-level reasoning. OpenAI claims using GPT-5 feels like talking to a legitimate PhD-level expert in anything. That's a massive claim. Can it really break down complex problems and give you expert-quality analysis? We're about to find out with a real financial question that stumps most people. Feature number 2, advanced writing assistance. They've supercharged the writing capabilities. GPT-5 supposedly crafts better emails, essays, and messages with improved style and emotional intelligence. I'm going to test this with something we've all struggled with, writing a sensitive, supportive message to a friend. Feature number 3, memory and personal integration. This is the big one. GPT-5 can now connect to your Google Calendar and Gmail with permission, remembering important context about your life. I've actually connected my real accounts, so we'll see if it can genuinely help manage my actual schedule and remind me of things I've forgotten. Feature number 4, enhanced health information support. GPT-5 scored higher on medical evaluations than any previous model. It's not a doctor, but it's supposed to explain medical information clearly and helpfully. We'll test this with a real medical condition that many people find confusing. All right, enough setup. Let's put these claims to the test. I'm going to run each feature through a practical, real-world scenario that you might actually encounter. Ready? If you're finding this video helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel. It directly supports our ability to dive deep into the research on new AI releases in this rapidly evolving landscape. Live feature tests. Test number 1, expert-level reasoning. First up, that expert-level reasoning claim. Instead of asking some abstract academic question, I'm going with something practical that affects most of us. A financial decision that normally requires expert advice. Here's a question I actually get from friends all the time. It usually sends people down rabbit holes of conflicting online advice. GPT-5. Is it better for me to lease a car or buy one? I drive about 10,000 miles a year, and I want to keep my monthly costs low. Okay, let's see what we got here. GPT-5 is breaking this down systematically. There's no one-size-fits-all, but let's compare. Leasing, lower down payment, often lower monthly payments, and you get a new car every few years. But you never own it, and you have mileage limits. 10,000 miles per year is usually within many leases. Buying. Higher upfront cost or loan payments, but once you pay it off, the car is yours, and you can drive as much as you want. Over 5+ years, buying is often cheaper in total, especially if you keep the car long-term. However, maintenance costs are on you after warranty. If keeping monthly costs low is your priority, and you don't mind not owning the car, leasing might be attractive. But if long-term savings matter more, buying and holding the car for many years is better. Now that's what I'm talking about. Notice how it didn't just give me a generic answer. It actually considered my specific situation. The 10,000 miles per year, my priority of keeping monthly costs low, and then explain the trade-offs clearly. This is exactly the kind of analysis you'd expect from a financial advisor. No endless Googling required. Test number 2, advanced writing assistance. We've all been in situations where we need to say something important, but finding the right words feels impossible. Let me test this with something genuinely challenging. Writing a supportive message to a friend who's going through a tough time. This is tricky because it needs to be genuine, supportive, but not over the top. Too casual, and it seems like you don't care. Too formal, and it sounds fake. Let's see how GPT-5 handles this emotional intelligence challenge. GPT-5, my friend just failed an important exam and is very upset. Could you write a short, encouraging message to cheer them up? Here's what it wrote. Hey, I heard about the exam and I just wanted to tell you I'm really proud of how hard you worked. I know it feels disappointing right now, but this one result doesn't define you or your future. You've achieved so much already, and I believe in you so much. Take a little break, clear your head, and remember that brighter days are ahead. You've got this, and I'm here for you no matter what. Wow. That actually hit me in the feels a little bit. It's warm without being cheesy, supportive without minimizing their disappointment. And it ends on an encouraging but realistic note. The tone is spot on. It sounds like something a caring friend would actually say. I would genuinely send this message as is. That's a major win for the writing assistant's claim. Test number 3, memory and personal integration. All right, this is the feature I'm most curious about, and honestly, a little nervous about. I've actually connected GPT-5 to my real Google Calendar and Gmail. This isn't a demo account with fake data. This is my actual schedule, my real emails, everything. Let's see if GPT-5 can actually function as a personal assistant. My schedule tomorrow is honestly a bit of a mess. I have meetings scattered throughout the day, some tasks I need to fit in, and I'm sure there are emails I've forgotten about. Normally, I'd spend 10 to 15 minutes trying to organize all this myself. Let's see if GPT-5 can do it better. GPT-5, here's a challenge. Help me plan my schedule for tomorrow. Okay, it's pulling up my calendar. 9 a.m., team meeting with marketing, 1 hour. 11 a.m., project check-in call, 30 minutes. It's got my meetings right, and now it's suggesting you have a free block in the afternoon between 2 to 4 p.m. That might be a good time to prepare the presentation due Friday or squeeze in a quick workout. Wait, how did it know about the presentation due Friday? Let me check. Oh, it must have seen it in my calendar. That's actually really helpful. I was wondering when I'd fit that in. And it says, also, I noticed an email from your boss yesterday asking for a budget update. You haven't replied yet. You might want to address that in the morning. It's right. I completely forgot about that email. It's sitting there unread in my inbox. GPT-5 just saved me from potentially getting in trouble with my boss. Don't forget, tomorrow is your friend Sam's birthday. You have it in your calendar. Maybe schedule a few minutes to send a birthday message or call. And there's the birthday reminder. I literally would have forgotten and felt terrible about it later. This is honestly incredible. In one response, GPT-5 became my personal assistant, scheduling coordinator, and accountability partner. It found free time in my schedule, reminded me of forgotten emails, and even helped me be a better friend. This is the kind of AI integration that actually changes how you work and live. Test number 4, health information support. Finally, let's test the health information support. This is important because health questions are some of the most common AI queries. But they're also where accuracy matters most. GPT-5 claims to be better at explaining medical information clearly while maintaining appropriate boundaries. I'm going to test this with a real medical condition that many people find confusing when they first encounter it. GPT-5, my doctor says I have hyperthyroidism. Can you explain in simple terms what that is and how it's usually treated? Here's the explanation. Hyperthyroidism means your thyroid gland is overactive. It's making too much thyroid hormone. Think of it like your body's engine running too hot. This can cause symptoms like feeling anxious, heart palpitations, weight loss, or feeling too warm all the time. The good news is, it's treatable. Common treatments include medication that slows down the thyroid, radioactive iodine therapy, which sounds scary but is a standard treatment to reduce thyroid activity, or sometimes surgery in rare cases. Your doctor will likely start with medication and see how you respond. It's important to follow up with your healthcare provider for blood tests, because once treated, people usually feel much better. I'm not a doctor, but I hope this explanation helps you understand the basics. This is exactly what you want from health AI assistants. It took a scary-sounding medical term and broke it down into understandable language with that great analogy about your body's engine running too hot. It explained the treatment options without being overwhelming, and, crucially, it maintained clear boundaries with that disclaimer about not being a doctor. This is the kind of explanation that helps you feel informed and less anxious before or after a doctor's appointment, without overstepping into actual medical advice. That's responsible AI done right. Final verdict and what's next. So there you have it, GPT-5 put to the real test with actual prompts and real scenarios. And I have to say, I'm genuinely impressed. This isn't just an incremental upgrade. It feels like a meaningful leap forward in what AI can do for your daily life. What worked exceptionally well? The expert reasoning really delivered professional quality analysis. The writing assistants nailed the emotional intelligence aspect. The personal integration was honestly mind-blowing with an AI that knows your actual schedule and commitments, and the health information struck the perfect balance between helpful and responsible. Now, no AI is perfect, and I'm sure we'll find limitations as we dig deeper. That's exactly what we're going to do in upcoming videos, push GPT-5 to its limits. We'll test its coding abilities, creative writing, problem solving under pressure, and compare it head-to-head with GPT-4 to show you the real differences. But based on today's testing, GPT-5 lives up to a lot of the hype. It's not just more powerful, it's more useful. And that's what actually matters for your daily life. If this real-world testing was helpful, smash that like button and let me know in the comments what you want to see us test next. What scenarios are you curious about? What would you ask GPT-5? We read every comment and often feature your suggestions in future videos. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell because we're just getting started with GPT-5. Next week, we're doing coding challenges, creative projects, and seeing how it handles really complex multi-step problems. At bitbiased.ai, we test the tech so you know what's real. And GPT-5 just proved it's very real indeed. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.